Hi, Taurus-Gemini. Welcome into your timeless astrology tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses on YouTube. My name is Gabrielle. For those of you new here, welcome in. For those of you returning, welcome back, y'all. I'm happy to have everybody here. Whenever you do find this reading is when it is truly meant for you to hear, okay? So if it pops up more than once, we're going to be probably tapping into a couple different timelines for you at the moment. We're just coming over from our members meditation that I do with YouTube members only. Hi, Beauty for Ashes. Yes, my love. Thank you for being here. I saw your name at the very end of our members meditation. I was like, oh, forgot to say hi. So hello, love. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right. And we had a really good channel message over there, a really good momentum kind of building for you guys in the material world. So that I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of comes out in this reading. All right, let's go ahead and just see what the cosmos has for you, how you're being guided, supported, influenced right now in this moment. Keep in mind that this again is a general and timeless message. So it's not necessarily for any specific time frame. It's just for you whenever it resonates, okay? And this can also be for your second and third house, even if that's not Taurus or Gemini, okay? Or if you don't even have Taurus or Gemini in your chart, connect with these messages in the realm and through the lens of your second and third house. Alrighty, y'all. There you go. Here you come. I love it. Fixed energy, stability, yeah, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Okay, that's your energy there with that Taurus. Fixed part of you, mutable part of yourself, Gemini. You've got a sextile, yeah, come on now. You got a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. Hard work paying off, huh, Taurus, Gemini? We love to see it. We love to see it. What else? What else is cosmically influencing Taurus Geminis right now? The 9th house. Yeah, your faith. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I love those members meditations because we really do tap in and then it gets confirmed. So again, if you are interested, you can join the YouTube membership. If you see join next to subscribe while watching this video, you can also open up the description box. The link is there, and I think it's also at the bottom of the description box, depending on if you're on your phone or tablet or whatever have you, okay? But all in the name of your 7th house, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. More or less the profound relationship. There is an intimacy building for you here, Taurus Gemini. You are learning the intimacy of finances, I feel, learning the intimacy of the material world, the intimacy of the energy and frequency of money. And I do want to narrow it down to money because that's what this feels like it's about for you. Hello, my love, Angela. Thank you for being here as well. Yeah, you are spiritually growing from some sort of sextile situation. So when you have a sextile aspect, right, it's the two aspects creating a 60-degree angle between one another. So there could be a planet right now in your 2nd house creating a sextile with a planet right now in your 3rd house. And that combination of tension and flow can reap you some really beautiful spiritual rewards here. The more that you grow spiritually, it feels like the more escrow you build when it comes to your stability, okay? Yeah, let's talk about it through the tarot. You are learning your own kind of unique and profound relationship with the material world just because of that Taurus energy. You learn a lot of lessons. Yeah, you definitely learn a lot of lessons through your material world as well, your stability. So whether it's been on and off, right? You've had really beautiful moments of being stable and then things get a little shaky, or I do find a lot of earth energies, especially Taurus, go through that cycle of having it. They have it and have it good, and then, or they're building it up or saving it up, and then something happens where they got to dip into that savings, or it, you know, it depletes them down and then they got to rebuild it. So it's just growing that muscle for them. And I think For those of you that might resonate with that, this is just another of that phase. Yeah, overall, you got the Nine of Swords. So I do feel like having to do that journey or having to rebuild in some way could be what's causing you the most stress right now. Something that's keeping you up at night, thinking of ways to do this and that, or to make this and that work, maybe even make ends meet. Okay? This is a test of your spirit here, Taurus Gemini, and I know we don't appreciate tests, or the word test can kind of trigger people, but the world is a test in and of itself. It's a school, it's a learning ground, okay? We're all learning at different paces, different rates, and in different ways. This is what I feel like you are. Yeah, 9 of Wands at the bottom, so nines. What I love about 2 9 showing up here for you, Taurus Gemini, is that it speaks to an internal cycle for yourself, okay? This is where you dig deep to get to that 10, to get to that completion. Okay, this is a real test of your own sense of endurance, your own fortitude, your own faith and belief in yourself, belief in God, the universe, nature, source. Okay? Learning how to put those lessons, put those spiritual growth moments, and transmute it into wisdom, which is what you do in your highest form, Hierophant energy. Okay? And think about it. If you didn't go through these things, you wouldn't know how to maybe coach or support or lead others. Some of you are natural born leaders, especially with that Taurian energy. But you got to learn how to lead. Leading is a skill. Some people are gifted in it and it comes natural. Some people not so much. But even when it comes natural, you still have to work at it, okay? You still have to understand how to best utilize your brand of leadership. Maybe this is you even taking a lead in your own life or a lead in your spiritual world, leading with your spirit a little bit more to help you reach the rewards of some sort of tension that you are having. Okay, and I know that there's been quite a few heavy hitters in the Taurus Gemini realm of the sky. Uranus, Mars, I want to even say Jupiter at one point, right? Or Jupiter's in Gemini now, yeah. So you got heavy hitters in your energy. Use it, okay? Tap in. Really, really get into that 9 energy. Some of you, that is a hermit, okay? Maybe you've already been hermiting. Okay, I think that's all that's significant before we get to the tarot. Let's get into this fixed energy. Hey, Solar Moon. Good to see you, love. Come on now, Ace of Wands. Starting off. Like I said, lead with your spirit. This is a moment where you really want to start integrating whatever spiritual practices align with you, okay? Into almost like your routines, I would want to say. Not wavering. Here's what I'll say. Some of you guys are going to come into some form of financial abundance here. Yeah. After a moment of stagnation, okay, you're going to come into some sort of financial come up. And it's almost like there's a need to remember all of the faith, all the prayers, all the surrender, all the calls on God that you made before you had it. Don't stop doing that just because you get it, okay? Getting it is a sign that it's working. Keep going. So I feel like that could also be a bit of this learning lesson, not giving up the faith, not disconnecting from the spirit once you attain what it is that you obtain, okay? If you're going to have spiritual practices that are going to benefit you, protect you, guide you, yeah. Is my deck upside down? No, you got the Two of Swords. If you're going to have those spiritual practices, okay, it needs to be to fortify you constantly, always, no matter if you're up, no matter if you're down. Not only when you're down. Okay, when you're up, exalt. Share the gratitude. Speak, you know what I mean? Say it, continue to do it. So I think, and that's only normal, right? Like we all have done that several times over, okay? But that Two of Swords says that there's an Ace of Swords here. Okay? Two of Swords can speak to indecision. especially in reverse. Not knowing how to use that Ace of Wands. You got the Queen of Cups at the bottom with the Sun and the Four Cups, right? Okay, something about that Queen of Cups. Gemini Cancer season could have been very significant for you guys. Clarify the Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords for this fixed stability. The King of Pentacles, yeah, like I was saying, my members. And the Moon. So got a new moon coming up this weekend if you're here with me in live time, all right? Maybe by the next new moon, if you're watching this a little later, this could definitely be relevant for you. But like I was saying in our members meditation, right? When you enter that Court of Pentacles, the very foundation of it is the Ten of Pentacles. So you enter the court through the page to learn how to maintain the 10. So there almost has to be a renewal in your belief and your faith and your ability to maintain some sort of 10 of Pentacles that's ideal for you, to reach that King of Pentacles status. Okay, now the King of Pentacles is a very generous energy because they have, kings connect to fire, so they have mastered their faith in their ability to maintain the material. And it is their faith that they take action from when investing, when giving, when creating. I feel like the King of Pentacles is like a mini Hierophant. Pre-Hierophant energy. Okay, so you are learning how to master your frequency, master your own authentic vibration. And you might get a little boost from the new moon here coming in. Okay, what's the bridge between fixed energy and sextile? The Eight of Swords. All right, there it is again, my members. Okay, exactly. You might be fixed in the mind around how this stability is supposed to show up for you. You may have a fixed idea of being loyal to something, overly committed to something that's actually keeping you from maintaining some sort of 10 of Pentacles. So there's a lot to kind of look at in the mental space here, Taurus Gemini. What's this combination of tension and flow? What's the rewarding situation? Okay, the Knight of Swords back out, yeah. And the Ace of Swords, like I said, if that Two of Swords is in reverse, that Ace of Swords is not far away. That's where you're at. Newfound awareness, newfound clarity. So two aces coming in from the divine to get you through this Eight of Swords and to and into that King of Pentacles energy. It's just a matter of maybe even your own perception around the King of Pentacles, your own perception around wealth, right? I feel like I said this in one of the, did I say this in one of the bonuses or for a moon reading? Maybe I said it for a moon reading. So if you haven't joined us on Patreon, make sure you do so, okay? We do some really good reading, good work over there. That link is also in the description box below. And we'll have an extended for this reading over on Patreon. This is you reframing and rewriting your wealth story. Some of you, it's that message of, like I was saying, the root of all evil. Maybe I said that during, I don't know. I said it during a reading. I don't know if it was a public live or members, but the root of all evil is not money. It's greed. Greed in any way, shape, or form. Greed is the root of all evil, not money, not finances. So wealthy people aren't necessarily evil. It's what they choose to do with that wealth that then can bring them into evilness. So that's what I was kind of talking to the members about, that your intention for the finances, your intention for that 10 of Pentacles is what truly matters. Money likes to know what it's being used for. And it doesn't like to just necessarily stack up and store up, although that is important to a certain extent. It likes to circulate, it likes to flow. So for some of you, you are spiritually growing in your relationship with the material world, okay? And that's coming through your thoughts first, especially with your connection to the third house. It's going to start in the mind. how you view it. Are you afraid to have a lot of money? That's often sometimes, right? I'm not used to having that much. I'm afraid of what if people are coming after me? What if I overspend it? What if I ruin it? What if I mess up? Like, that could all be playing in the back of the head here. That could be what's keeping you from seeing it for yourself or connecting with it spiritually. To sense of self-worth as well with that second house, that's another thing Taurians deal with quite a lot, their own self-worth. Their worthiness outside of what they have and what they've been able to obtain. But you got the Chariot, my loves. All right, you got the Chariot here. So you are advancing. You are moving forward. You are on the right path. You are in some sort of alignment. You just might be doing a little bit of overthinking. Okay? Again, get out of the head, get into the heart. Out of the head and into the heart. Okay? That's what's going to keep this Chariot moving forward. How you speak, again, on your own vision of the Ten of Pentacles is what's going to keep that Chariot moving forward. Clarify the rewarding situation that Taurus-Gemini has to look forward to. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Now, I do believe we have Mercury retrograde starting here on the new moon. Okay, which is tomorrow. And then a retrograde for most of August if you're here with me live. So from the 4th to the 27th, I believe. This is the time, Taurus-Gemini, for you to seriously pour a lot of your time and attention into rewriting your financial history. Rewriting your view, your vision for stability in your life. Okay, what would being the King of Pentacles, regardless of your gender, do for you and for those around you and those connected to you? Have faith that that is something, if that's what you truly desire, is meant for you. It's like really cultivating the spirit in it. Okay? Getting to an unshakable space within your spirit. That could be what's causing the spiritual growth for you, okay? So, yes, Mercury retrograde can sometimes bring out some communication delays, timing issues. Electronics, of course, can be affected. Your sense of time can be a little warped as well. Your words, be mindful of those thoughts and those words, because that could be what you're really battling against, because we're also under a Chiron retrograde right now. So maybe some of you have Chiron in Taurus or Gemini, or your Chiron is in your second house. So you're going to be doing a lot of healing a lot of wounds around your material world and what you possess, what you can attain and have access to. What's the bridge between this sextile and the 9th house? The 6 of Swords. I am loving this. I know that's right. Yes, Taurus-Gemini, because that says that you will get to a point where you take back, you subtract these 2 swords, 2 of Swords in reverse, from your 8 of Swords energy. And you get back into a state of trust. That's the 6 of Swords. I'm trusting that this boat showed up for me right on time. I might not know where it's going. I might be a little afraid to leave where I just was, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to take that jump. I'm going to take that leap and take that risk. Okay? Mental balance is the name of the game for you right now, especially once we start this new moon energy and for the remainder of August. 7 of Pentacles can sometimes also be a signal to be grateful and to practice gratitude for what you have and trust that it will continue to grow in what you want it to be. Okay? So it's learning to love the journey, not necessarily be hyper-focused on getting to a destination. Clarify this 9th house in spiritual growth for Taurus-Gemini. And the moon, like I said, so it all begins with this new moon on the 4th, or the next new moon cycle, if you're watching this a little later, okay? Clarify the spiritual growth. Yeah, Judgment, and then you got the Devil energy. Now, the full moon could also be significant, which I believe happens on the 21st or the 20th of this month. And it is in Capricorn Aquarius, and you've got Temperance here. Okay, heavy hitters coming through. All major arcana when it comes to your spiritual growth. So you've got the 10th house. You've got the 9th house here with Temperance. 8th house here with Judgment. 12th house here with the Moon, or your 4th house with the Moon. Okay, so maybe you want to look to those houses to see what's going on, because that's where your spiritual growth lies. But again, you are breaking some generational chains here, or that seems to be the focus. You're calling judgment on a belief system and stepping into the Temperance energy to change and shift. Wheel of Fortune. Shift your fortune, maybe even quite literally, but Temperance can also speak of patience. Having to be patient as things shift and change. Sometimes those shifts and changes don't happen quickly. They happen a little bit over time, and that's kind of the 7 of Pentacles energy. It's like I've gotten to that 7, which is a beautiful space, but I still have a ways to go before I get to the 10, right? And not that long. It's only 3 Pentacles. But it can feel like a ways away. It can feel like a lifetime. It can feel like it's taking forever. Try not to let your brain go down that spiral of time. Release yourself from time right now. Time is only an illusion. It's only man-made. In the same way that nature knows when to enter winter, when to enter spring, when it's time to bloom through summer, when it's time to release and fall in the fall, right? Like, that is the same way that this is shifting for you. There's a time, there's a written time. It's already in the works. That's where your faith kind of picks up. It's already in the works. Maybe that's your mantra. It's already in the works. It's already working out for me. When you get into these 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords type of energy, it's already working out for me. It's all going to be worked out. Speak it. Knight of Swords, okay? So use that Gemini energy to your advantage here, Taurus, Geminis, okay? Really tap into that 3rd house. Work with your Mercury placement to rewrite your thinking. Yeah, High Priestess, exactly. It's already working out for me. I know it's already written, High Priestess. Yeah, it's a beautiful surrender I think you have the opportunity to have right now. Beautiful surrender. Okay, clarify the 6 of Swords. And then we'll head over into the extended. Clarify the 6 of Swords here. Thank you. Ace of Swords back out. Right. And the 3 of Swords at the bottom. So for some of you, especially with the 7th house and the 3 of Swords at the bottom, your Venus, well, Venus rules Taurus, right? So again, your 2nd house seems to be very significant here, but wherever your Venus placement might be, whether it is in your 2nd house, you might have the wobbles when it comes to the wobbles. Why am I saying it like that? I don't know. The wobbles when it comes to your finances because of relationships, because of the people you choose. Some of you could have a Venus in Libra or Venus in your 7th house. Jupiter could maybe be in your 7th house. Okay? To where your relationships affect your finances in some way, and it's in your chart, okay? So when you're down and out in relationships, you might experience dips or troubles in your finances. And then when you're up and up, right? And or it's who you're connecting with and who you're choosing to be in relationship with. They have a profound effect on your stability. So maybe it's the people you're choosing here, Taurus, Gemini. Okay? And for good or for bad. Take it as it resonates for you and your story. You know your situation better than any reader. But we're going to talk a little bit more about this 7th house and 3 of Swords energy in the extended on Patreon. We'll also pull from 2 more oracle decks, the Rose Oracle to get the ancestral kind of guidance, spiritual ether energy that's really supporting you. beyond the cosmos, right? And then we're going to look at the Oracle of the Roses to see what archetypes you can tap into and connect with to build yourself, to help you navigate through this Eight of Swords, Mercury retrograde that might be a little difficult for you, okay? But to keep your mind right above all else. All right, so I hope to see you over on Patreon, maybe even over on the YouTube members for our members meditation. But if not, my loves, I thank you for tuning into this reading. Let me know your thoughts about this reading and what connected and resonated for you in the comments down below. All right, make sure you're reading those community guidelines to keep our comments healthy, safe, okay? All right. And make sure you're also subscribed, all right, so you can tune into the upcoming live tarot readings. Make sure you like this video as well if you enjoyed it, and I will see you, Taurus-Gemini, in our next reading. Namaste, and thank you, Solar Moon. Thank you, Beauty for Ashes. Thank you, Angela. And hi, Sunny Side Up. Good to see a new name in the chat. Thank you for tuning into this reading with me, loves, and I'll catch y'all in our next one. Namaste.